You don't have to accept everything into your hologram. This is a channeled message. This is for those of us who are spiritually awakened enough to know that we are in control of this, that we were tricked into thinking there's an outside source. It's been in us all along. It's what the Bible's been trying to tell us and other countless spiritual texts. It's like if you're watching a program you don't like anymore, just turn the channel. That means turn your thoughts. Don't let people get in your head with things. Don't accept all the information that comes at you. Another way to look at it really is look at real life as though you're scrolling a feed. Like for me, it's TikTok. If I choose to linger on a video, they're going to show me more of those videos. If I comment or share, they're going to show me even more, and it's going to give more attention back to that video, whether I want it to or not. It could be I shared it in anger. What I'm saying is it's like unplugging. Like that divine spark is similar to electricity. That's the electricity, okay? Any time or attention is you giving your divine spark to something. So unplug it. Just ignore it. Don't feed anything you don't want to live, okay? If you don't want something on your feed, scroll past it. Don't linger for even a second. Even if it grabs your attention, because that's the problem. Attention. They want your attention. Especially these low vibe emotions. When they get your attention, I just did a search for this emotional frequency scale. Okay. All this stuff here, anger. I'm just thinking especially about social media, about how people are so easily manipulated. Like you're giving your consciousness away every time you get caught up in some angry debate. All these emotions here, apathy, guilt, shame, anger, pride, desire, fear, those are way low, okay? And this also goes down to the root chakra. What I've gotten really loud and clear, and I'm going to be talking about this a lot more, is when someone gets you by these emotions and keeps you down here, it's like kicking you in the you-know-what, okay? Do you know where that root chakra is? And sacral chakra, you want to aim for these emotions if you want to think with your heart and your mind and go for enlightenment. I'm not saying these emotions are wrong. It's not about that. It's about, do you want to ascend or not? What do you want in your hologram? Let me give you another example. And I can't believe I'm saying this because I really thought the same thing. I thought, no, I have to look to this outside source. What's going to happen? I saw a woman a few years ago in my feed who said that she was diagnosed with cancer. And she said that she just refused to accept the diagnosis and that her cancer went away. I know that sounds crazy, right? The placebo effect sounds crazy. You don't have to accept all the energy coming at you. As soon as you get like some cancer diagnosis or whatever diagnosis it is, you're going to start looking for reasons in your life to be sick. If someone says they're coming down with a cold, you could make yourself sick by thinking, I have a cold. Suddenly you're drawing in that energy of all those germs. Suddenly you're around people who are going to infect you with a cold. I know it's easier said than done in real life because not all of us can spend our time alone like some of us get to do. It is a gift. It is a blessing to spend time alone. And I spend lots of time alone. And I'm grateful for that because when you're around there, when you're outside with the energy, especially if you're working, if you're in public a lot, you are constantly absorbing energy. You are a sponge for energy, but you don't have to accept it. You can also repel that energy. You are also a source of energy. You are the receiver and the transmitter. Okay. You get to decide what energy you receive, what you transmit, and also what you transmute. I'm going to end with this example. And I say this as someone who's done these card readings. In fact, these card readings, doing this online is what has proved this to me over and over again, that I must just be living in the Matrix, like Neo, because so many weird things have happened to me online. TikTok has recently gotten rid of pinned posts, but usually I used to be able to send you to my pinned posts on TikTok. I saw something one time back in 2022, was it? I don't even know anymore. The years are just getting away from me. But I was on TikTok. I had uploaded my first video of me talking about something, saying something about a traumatic event that happened to me over 20 years earlier. I deleted the video the next day, just discouraged. And then 5 minutes after that, the place where I lived when that happened to me 20 years ago. 20 years earlier. Now it's been more than 20 years. But the place where I lived when that happened showed up on my feed. Look, there's no way it was anything but my higher power, which has been me all along. Like, let's say there's someone trying to get back in your energy, someone who says they're a twin flame or a soulmate. Now, there is such a thing as people talk about false twin flames, but you may have had a connection with someone and then for the rest of your life, you're bound to that person. You feel like you're under a spell. I hear that a lot too in my comments. Well, there's spell work. Look, you're living in fear. If you live in fear that someone cast a spell on you, then someone cast a spell on you. If you think my affirmations don't work, I get that a lot because I have these affirmation cards. If you think these affirmation cards don't work, they don't work. As a man thinketh, so is he. Okay? You can trick yourself into believing anything. If you think someone's your twin flame, like let's say there's a connection, you just know it's over. Let's say you're disappointed and you thought, well, this person was my twin flame, but now I know they're not. And you don't even want to think about the person anymore. You know what? When those readings come across your feed, you don't have to sit there and listen to that. You can just keep scrolling. You don't have to listen to some reader or anybody tell you that that person's thinking of you or that person wants to contact you. If you don't want to contact them, guess what? Scroll on. And you will see less of that on your feed. It works the same way in life. Life works exactly the way the algorithms work. Exactly the way Wi-Fi works. We act like there's nothing in the air, but yet we believe in this power of Wi-Fi that downloads this data of what you're watching me on right now. You're most likely, unless you're connected via Ethernet, you're connected via Wi-Fi. And even Ethernet, let's think about that. Let's think about the actual wired connections in this world. How does that work? Similar. It's similar whether you can see the wires or not. We're connected. String theory, energy connections. Even before I knew what string theory was, we've all heard of string theory, but I remember many, many years ago, and it was during a span of time when that traumatic event was going on. I remember this. I was just like meditating, like really deep thought. And this is before I was really spiritual. I was just, having some deep thoughts. And I remember seeing energy connections. Like I just felt like there was a cord of energy, like a spark between me and everyone else in the world, everything else in the world. And I've come to realize that's true. We are all connected. All is one. As above, so below. Anyway, you don't have to accept everything into your life, into your hologram. It is your hologram, Neo. Make the best choices for you. It's a conscious choice. Your focus, what you focus on grows. Your focus is everything. Your focus is that divine electric spark that gives magic to everything in your universe. Don't worry about who's talking about you or who wants to be with you. Ask yourself, meditate, what do you want? You are in control of your hologram. I'm going to end with this, and I'm speaking this into your life, and I believe it for you. You are unstoppable. It is spoken, it is written, and so it is. Amen.